Right. We'll go ahead and get started. Halito. Hachimachugma. Hamachugma. Yakoki. All right, so we have another couple of phrases and stuff. So I'll read it out for you. Hima netaka kochaya kapasa mahali chomitok. Hima netaka kochaya kapasa mahali chomitok. Does anybody got a wild guess what that could mean? Ha. Wind and cold. Yeah, absolutely. Today, It's cold outside. Yeah. Kucha just means outside, or sometimes we can use it for weather. So kucha yat kapasa, it's cold outside, or the weather is cold. And so, yeah. So hima nitaga kucha yat kapasa. Today, the weather is cold. Mahali chomi tok. Mahali chomi tok. Almost. So if it's really blowing outside, it would be chiomi, but this one's chomi. What's another word for what you're trying to say? So let's say, we have a car. Like if you look at Ross's truck, his is Chito Chiomi. Chito Chiomi. But if you look at my car, it's Chito Chomi. Or should I say, like, if something was hot, I would say Lashba Chiomi. Really hot. But this one is like, I touch it, I was like, oh, Lashba Chomi. There's a certain word I'm looking for. So this one's really, but this one's like, then that means it's. So lashbachiomi, really hot. Woo, lashbachiomi. But then someone's like, oh, lashbachiomi. No, that would be labisha. Kind of, sort of. That's the word I was looking for. Kind of, sort of. So lashbachiomi, really hot. Lashbachomi, kind of hot. That would be labisha. Labisha is warm, and then lashba is hot. So lashba chomi is like, it's kind of hot. Not really, sort of hot. So that's what I'm saying. Mahali chomi tok, it's kind of windy, sort of windy. Somebody might say mahali chiomi, mahali chiomi. But so the good thing about, I don't want to get my hair in the way. Good thing about these words is that they have this H here. So if we take the H out, all you would have is ma li, and then cho mi. So when you say it, it's almost kind of like saying that, but the correct pronunciation, you would say ma li, like you're saying ma. Like you should feel a puff of air. So if you put your hand in front of your face, you say ma, ma. You should feel that warm air come out of your mouth when you say that. Mahli, cho me. So everyone try to do that. Mahli, cho me. So every time you do that, you should feel that air come out. So mahli cho me. Mahli cho me. So that's why these H's are important. Because I don't know if you guys remember what we said about early on in the beginning of our language learning is that you have to pronounce every single letter. Every single letter. So, ma with the airy H. Le, cho, me. Cho, me. Okay, so everything gets used once. It's not like in English where we have like consonants and letters that don't get said. Like knife, where's the K? We don't do that in Choctaw. Everything that was written down is going to be said. So, mahli chohmi tuk. So it was kind of windy. So I'm kind of inferring that it's not really windy right now, because it's really not kind of windy right now, but it is cold. Anyways, so that's our phrase for this evening. So tonight we're gonna kind of go over ilapat and yamat once again, but I don't know if you can see, but I brought some items. So all we're gonna do today is talk a little bit more about yamat and ilapat. So what is yamat? That or those, okay? So let me write it up here. Yamat, that were those. Okay? And what about ilapat? Ilapat. No, because these. Yeah. So ilapat is this and these. Okay? So we'll try to remember this. Yamat, it also can be broken down and just said as mutt by itself. So just take that off and just say mutt. Then obviously also this one, put. It can be said by itself. So everyone say yamat. Yamat. Chuma. Okay? Now everyone say ilaput. Ilaput. So remember what I said about saying all these things. So yum mut. Yum mut. So anytime you see double consonants, you want to hold it out just a little bit longer. So yammat, yammat. The same thing with ilaput, ilaput, ilaput. Okay? So just try to remember that. And so with that in mind, I got some items here, and we're going to go over some of these words, and we're also going to go over how to ask, what is this or what is that? In this case, I'm going to ask you, ilaput nanta. So ilaput nanta, what is that asking? What is this? There you go. What is this? Or what are these? So either way, they could be you said like that. And so everything that I'm going to say, you're probably going to say yamut, whatever it is. And whenever I say ilaput nanta, don't say yamut, whatever it is. Hey, no, it's good. Okay? And so let's go over some of these items before we do that. So right here, I don't know if you can see, but I have a spoon. And some people might call this isht impa, or some people might call it isht impushi, And so remember this, ilaput nanta, because I'm going to erase it. Isht impa or isht impushi. And so speaker that taught me, she said she would say ishtim pushi for this. And then she would say ishtimpa would be more like a ladle. And so That's what she would say. But some people still say ishtimpa for this, for the spoon. And so ishtimpa or ishtimpushi, spoon. Okay? So here I have this, which is a knife. So a knife is bush pull, bush pull, bush pull. So before we go on, everyone say ishtimpa. Okay, now say ishtimpushi. Now everybody say bush pull, bush pull. Chugma. So bush pull, bush pull. Okay, so that's a knife. I hope you guys will remember this. Hey, I keep trying to move my hair because my mic is right here and it's flipping upside down and all that stuff. So. Okay, so here, this is a fork. So chulfak, chulfak, yeah, chulfak. So that might be another dialect. Some people might say that, but I've only heard it chulfak. Chulfak, yeah. Well, I would understand if you said that though. But for here, we're just going to learn it as chulfak, all right? Chul, not chew, chul, chulfak, chulfak. Because we don't have the oo sound, remember? Chulfak. So everybody say chulfak, chulfak. Chugma, chugma. All right? Okay. This is a marker, but it's better known as a writing utensil. So either way, if it was a pen, pencil, or even a marker, it would be isht holesochi. Isht holesochi. Holesochi. Isht holesochi. Isht holesochi. So basically, when you see ish, it means to do something with whatever the action is. So ishtimpa, to eat with, something to eat with. And then holisuchi means to write. So ish holisuchi means to write with. So an instrument, if it helps you to remember instrument, kind of, someone taught me that, and I was like, oh, that's interesting to use it like that. So an instrument to write with, an instrument to eat with. And so literally all of these could be considered ishtimpushi, ishtimpa, because they're something you eat with. Something to do it with. So something like, it's like an instrument in which you write, an instrument in which you eat. And so anytime you see ish, it's always like something you do something with. So ish tolisochi. So you can use ish tolisochi for pen. You can use it for pencil. You can use it for marker. You can even use it for a stick if you're writing with it. Okay? All right. And then this is water. Water. So everybody should know this one. What is water in Choctaw? Oka. Oka. And so sometimes, I always play, always make fun of people sometimes at the Travel Plaza, or people who don't know, because they'll say, "Give me some of that Oka water." And I was like, "Why are you saying water twice?" Because remember that Choctaw is a real language that you can actually communicate with, and it has actual meaning. And so if you just say, "Give me some Oka," they understand it as water. So you don't need to say Oka water, because you're saying water, water. So Oka, Oka. And I know we're all from Oklahoma or from this area, even Texas or whatever. but we're not going to say oka, okay? We're not going to say oka. We're going to say oka, oka. So everybody try to say that. Oka. Okay, one more time. Oka. Achugma, achugma. Because I know everyone from the South or everyone from Oklahoma and Texas want to say oka, oka. But that's not how we say our O's. That's why they say Oklahoma, Oklahoma. But it's Oklahoma, Oklahoma. See the difference? Okla versus Okla. So you need to say Okla for people. Oklahoma. Okay? Okay, so now we have, woo-wee, it's a good cup here. Hey. So for cup, we would say isht, ishkul, isht, ishkul, isht, ishkul. So there's that isht again. Ishtishkul, ishtishkul. And so, and this one almost like it's written like this, but when you say it, it's almost like you're saying ishtishkul, ishtishkul. So everyone try to say ishtishkul. One more time, ishtishkul. Chugma, chugma. So a cup. Of course, this one's a frost buddy, so this one's expensive. Hey, no. But yeah, so remember what we said about ish up here, something to drink from or to drink with. And so ishkul just means to drink. So ishtishkul, cup. I know I have a lot of stuff and I was trying to go through all of it. Maybe I should cut it down though. Okay. Athbishi. This is a pillow. Athbishi. My hair is getting in the way. Ooh. Athbishi. Athbishi. So we'll just work with these. And Athbishi. 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 This is the upsilon, and so it makes like a short A sound. So it's like ah, ah, ah. I always say whenever someone gets onto you, say, you better get in there and clean them dishes. You say, That's the sound the upsilon makes. So, and then this LH here, it makes the TH sound, kind of, not really, because we don't say us. We say us, pishy, us, pishy. So if you try to bring your so if you bring your tongue to the roof of your mouth, slightly behind your teeth, but not right behind your teeth, but slightly behind, and try to blow out the sides of your mouth, you would go like this. And so you should feel the air is coming out of the side of your mouth. Ash, pishy, pishy. Okay? So that's pillow. Pishy. Yeah. All right. So now we got some of those words. Some of this stuff is you probably already know, so I might use it anyway. Okay. So we're going to erase this, but we'll bring it back. Okay. So we'll start with something easy. Ilapat nata. Okay, I want a full sentence. Okay, there you go. Yamat oka. Yamat oka. Because when we're in class, we need to start saying things in full sentences. Okay? So, ilapat nata. So everyone say, Yamat oka. Okay, now everybody. Achugma, achugma. So ilapat nata. Achugma, achugma. Ilapat uka. You notice how I say ilapat, but y'all say yammat. Why is that? Because this is closer to me, and so I say this. But since you guys are further away from it, you would say that. That is water. Okay? So just remember that. So when I say ilapat nata, y'all say yamat oka. And I'll say umi achugma ilapat oka. So I'm saying, good, this is water. Ilapat nata. Okay, heard one. Cool. Okay, so this ilapat ishtim pushi or ishtimpa. Ilapat, let's just go with ishtim pushi, okay? So ilapat nata. Achugma, achugma, anoti. Ilapat nata. Go on, you guys know. You just said it. Yamat ishtim pushi. So let's all say it. Say it after me. Yamat ishtim pushi. Achugma. One more time. Yamat ishtim pushi. Achugma. Achugma. So ilapat nata. Achugma. Achugma. Ilapat ishtim pushi. Okay. Ilapat nata. Achugma. Achugma. Ilapat bashpo. Ilapat bashpo. So ilapat nata. Yamat bashpo. Yeah. So Yamat bashpo. I'll try to get it further away. That's what you all say, but I'm saying ilapat bashpo. So anoti. Ilapat nata. Achugma. Achugma. Ilapat bashpo. Ilapat nata. Anoti. Say again. Chugma. Ilapat chofak. Ilapat chofak. Okay, so everybody say Yamat chofak. Okay, chugma, chugma. Ilapat nata. Yamat chofak. Okay, chugma. Ilapat chofak. Ilapat nata. Chugma, yeah, chugma. Ilapat ishtolis suchi. Anoti. Ilapat nata. Chugma, chugma. Chugma, yeah. Ilapat isht hulis suchi. Ilapat isht hulis suchi. If you have to, just say it slower. Yeah, so everyone say Yamat isht hulis suchi. Chugma. So one more time. Yamat isht hulis suchi. Chugma, chugma. Ilapat isht hulis suchi. Okay. Ilapat nata. Chugma, chugma. Chugma, chugma. Ilapat ishtishko. Ilapat ishko. So ilapat nata. Achugma, yeah, achugma. Okay. Nyamat or ilapat nata. Okay. Achugma, achugma. Yamat aspishi. Yamat aspishi. So everyone say Yamat aspishi. Achugma. Aspishi. Aspishi. Achugma. Anoti. Ilapat nata. Achugma. Achugma. Took a little home. Hakulali took. I only heard two. Hey. Okay. So we kind of went over this a couple before, so you guys should know what this one is. Ilapat nata. Yamat holiso. Holiso. Close, but not holo. So ilapat holiso, which just means book or paper or any kind of paper product. And so this also could be holiso. Holiso, it's just paper. And so when we say holiso for this, it just means a book because it's got what in it? Paper. But for this one specifically, you can see that it's a Bible. And so in Choctaw, how we want to reference this, people would just say holiso holitopa. Holiso holitopa. So yeah, so let's say it. Holiso holitopa. So one more time. Holiso holitopa. What do you say? Holitopa. Holitopa. I do this one with two T's. Holitopa. 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 So this could just mean like holy, sacred. It could have a whole lot of other meanings. So holy book, or sacred book. And so that's what they call it. Holiso holitopa. Holitopa. And the reason why I write it with two T's is because there's also this spelling right here, which is, I think that's the proper spelling, I think. But we say holitopa, holitopa. But also, so this is the correct spelling. This is just how I spell it. And then we have, I kind of spell it this way, holitopa. That's not actually how, I think both of these, the way we say it is both written like this for some reason. I don't know why, but they are. But this is how you say it. Holitopa. Holitopa. So we have holitopa, which means holy or sacred, but then you have holitopa, which means expensive. Expensive. So ishtishko ilapat holitopa. Ishtishko ilapat holitopa. So what am I saying? No, that would be ilapat ishtishko holitopa. So ishtishko ilapat holitopa. Holitopa. This cup is expensive, yeah. If I wanted to say this is an expensive cup, then I would say ilapat istishko holi topa. But I'm saying istishko ilapat, this cup, holi topa is expensive. You see the difference? Kyo? So if I just said Yamat ishko holi topa, that is an expensive cup. You're just pointing it out. You're just stating that it is. That is an expensive cup. That is an expensive cup. Yamat ishtishko holi topa. But if I said ishtishko ilapat holi topa, ishtishko ilapat holi topa, this cup is expensive. Ishtishko ilapat holi topa. This cup is expensive. And so the thing with that is that there's one that you're just pointing it out. You're just like, that's what it is. This is what it is. But then when you describe what it is, then you put the ilapat or yamat in the middle of your sentence. Does that make sense? Or do we need to see an example? Okay. So I'm going to do again. Ilapat ishko holi topa. We'll just, you know what that means, what that says. I could probably do this, maybe. There you go. Shabaho. Okay. So I know this is hard concept, but we're going to try to figure this out. Okay. Okay. So we have two different sentences here. Ilapat istishko holi topa. Ilapat istishko holi topa. So in the first sentence, I'm just saying, this is an expensive cup. Ilapat istishko holi topa. But if I wanted to say, I was like, someone was like, oh, that's expensive, I'll say, istishko ilapat holi topa. This cup is expensive. And so when we write it, let me see if I can do some magic here. I don't know. So let's say ilapat here, and then ilapat here. So just remember, blue is the just pointing it out. You're just pointing it out. But then when you describe what it is, it's the green one. Okay? And so if I wrote, let's see, okay. So this is an expensive cup. This is an expensive cup. And so this one you'd say, ilapat istishko holi toba. And you see where this is, this word right here, these two words, where they are relative to expensive cup. Okay? It's in the same position. Ilapat Ishtishko Holitopa. So just try to remember that. Now, let's do, actually, I want to do it like this. So let me erase this real quick. I know we're focused on Ilaput, but like to help you understand, I might just do it like this, just so it helps. Just remember that Ilaput does mean this or that, or I mean this or these, but I'm trying to help you understand the difference between where the is's are in the sentence. So here, is in front of expensive cup. So is an expensive cup. And so same thing here. Ilapat ishtishko holitopa. So the is or this is in front of the sentence. So the is in front of that. Now when we say this sentence, ishtishko ilapat holitopa, you can see where the is changes. Now the cup is here and the expensive is over here. So the is separating expensive and cup. And same thing in here. Ishtishko, cup, is ilapat is separating holitopa. And so that means Ishtishko ilapat holitopa. This cup is expensive. This cup is expensive. And so I know this is hard to understand, and it might be hard for a while, but this is like the best way I can figure out how to make this make sense. So does this make sense at all? Raise your hand if it makes sense. Raise your hand if it doesn't make sense. So holy topa. Holy topa. It's almost like saying holy, but holy topa. Holy topa. Okay? And so this is the big thing about this. I know it's tough, and that's why we're going over it again. And so let's say let's change the verb or the whatever you call it, the description. So if we go ilapat, everyone should know this descriptor because we say it all the time. Okay, and then that's Chibaho. Okay, so we have ilapat istishko humma. Ilapat istishko humma. So we're just stating, we're just pointing out that this is a red cup. This is a red cup. Ilapat nata, ilapat istishko humma. Now, if I want to describe it, like if you can't see what it is, I might say istishko ilapat. Ishtishko ilapat. This cup. So there's nothing to do with it yet. Ishtishko ilapat humma. This cup is red. This cup is red. And so when we point it out, yam or ilapat ishtishko humma. This is a red cup. But if I say ishtishko ilapat humma, and you're saying this cup is red. There you go. Yeah. So let's try to think about that. And let's try to answer these questions here. So, ishtishko ilapat humma cho okchamale. So I'm asking, when I say cho, that means or, okay? So humma cho okchamale. So that means red or green. So ishtishko ilapat humma cho okchamale. And so you would say in a complete sentence, that is, yeah, Yammat Humma. You can answer like that. That is red. Or you could say Yammat Ishtishko Humma. Yammat Ishtishko Humma. Okay? So Ishtishko ilapat Okchako cho Humma. Chogma. Yammat Ishtishko Humma. So you're telling me that is a red cup. Okay? So we're going to learn colors also. Ishtish or Ishtholisuchi ilapat Okchako cho Humma. Chugma, chugma. So everyone say Yamat Ishtholisuchi Okchako. Okay. I know it's a lot of words together. So let's try to do it one by one. So just repeat after me. Yamat Ishtholisuchi Okchako. Chukma. Okchako just means blue. So Ishtholisuchi ilapat Okchako cho Humma. Okay, Chukma. I think I heard a little bit of it. But it's okay if you say Yammat Ochako. That's okay. That is blue. You're just telling me, stating, you're just pointing out that it is blue. Okay? CH underline O. Cho. 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 That means or. Or. Okay? So, Holeso holetopa ilapat Ochako cho losa. Yamat losa achi. So holeso holetopa ilapat losa cho huma. Humakio. Humakio. Holeso ilapat losa. Losa means black. So holeso, I'll just stick with book, okay? We'll just stick with book. Holeso ilapat losa. So everyone say holeso ilapat losa. I guess in y'all's case, you should say yammat. So everyone say holeso yammat losa. Losa, yeah. Achugma. Okay. Aspishi ilapat. Let's do this. Aspishi ilapat huma cho okchako. Yamat aspishi okchako. Okchako. Achugma, achugma. Ilapat aspishi okchako. This is a blue pillow. Okay. Okay. Anoti holeso ishilitok. Ilapat holeso huma. Ilapat holeso huma. Nana haching panaklo sabana. Holiso ilapat huma cho losa. I'm hearing a lot of different words other than book. So anoti makachilachi haklo haklo haklo. Anopala desa. Quit talking. Holiso ilapat huma. Holiso ilapat huma. Anopala desa. Haklo. Holiso ilapat huma. Holiso ilapat huma. Momi. Nana hachim panaklo lachi. Holiso ilapat huma cho losa. Yamat huma chugma. So now I'm trying to speak more Choctaw to you guys. So when I say Nana hachim panaklo lachi, that means I'm going to ask you something, okay? So just listen to how I'm saying things. If I say this, like if I'm saying like this is a red book. This is a red book. I'm just stating that it's a red book. But if I said, is this book red or is it black? So hear how I say that. Holeso ilapat humma. Holeso ilapat humma. Nana hachi panakulalachi. Holeso ilapat humma cho losa. Now this is where you answer me. So everyone say Yamat Holeso Huma. Chugma. Chugma. So I think I might do this again because I think I want to just speak Choctaw to you guys. I think you guys just need to hear it. Because if you don't hear it, then obviously you won't understand what I'm saying. So when I say Anoti Makalachi, that means I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. So Anoti Makalachi, Holeso ilapat humma, Micha okchamale. Holeso ilapat humma, Micha okchamale. Umi? Holis Anoti Makalachi, Holeso ilapat humma, Micha okchamale. Adagosh. Holeso ilapat huma micha okchako cho huma micha losa. So this is engaging your speaking abilities. So I want you guys to speak. Holeso huma, and then what does micha mean? Okchamale. Okchamale. So that's what I'm saying. Holeso ilapat, this book. Holeso ilapat huma micha okchamale. So this book is red and green. So anoti makalachi. Holeso ilapat huma micha okchamale. Nana hachin panaklalachi. Holeso ilapat huma micha okchamale. Chokyo. Chugma. So what did I just ask? Yeah. And then when I said chokyo, yes or no? Chokyo. I'm giving you a lot of language here. Okay. So some of you might not know what this is in Choctaw, but you know what it is in English. So I'm going to tell you. Ilapat hochif or hochifo ilapat or ilapa hachimanolilachi. Ilapat shalin tak. Ilapat shalin tak. Everybody say shalin tak. Shalin tak. Okay. Shalin takat ukchamali. Shalin tak ilapat ukchamali. Nana hachim panaklo lachi. Shalin takat ukchamali cho huma. Ukchamali. Umi. Shalin tak ilapat ukchamali. So I'm saying this comb is green. This comb is green. You guys probably know this one. You probably don't. Ilapat tua. Ilapat tua. Ilapat nata. Tua. Chukma. Chukma. Tua ilapat huma hata. Huma hata. Tua ilapat huma hata. Umi nana hachi panaklalachi. Towa ilapat huma hata cho lakna hata. Huma hata. So hata just kind of means like pale or faded, kind of. And so huma hata just means pink or just like a faded red or a pale red. So that's how we kind of describe pink. Ilapat nata. Yamatua. Yeah, chukma. Okay. We got 10 minutes. I'm going to teach you some more stuff. Ilapat nata. Sholosh. Achukma. So, ilapat sholosh. Ilapat sholosh. Sholosh. Sholosh ilapat ukchako mecha losa mecha tohbi. Anoti makalachi. Sholosh ilapat ukchako mecha losa mecha tohbi. Anoti makalachi. Sholosh ilapat ukchako mecha losa mecha huma. Cool. Huma kyo. Tohbi. Tohbi. Umi. Sholosh ilapat ukchako. Okay. Sholosh ilapat losa. Sholosh ilapat ukchamali. Kyo. Chukma. Sholosh ilapat tohbi. Chukma. Chukma. Umi. Sholosh ukchako losa mecha tohbi ilapat. So what am I saying there? Sholosh ukchako losa tohbi ilapat. No. Kyo. Because if I wanted to say these shoes are black, white, and blue, I would say Sholosh ilapat ukchako losa tohbi. But what I'm saying is Sholosh tohbi losa ukchako ilapat letiha. Chumi. So you understand? So let me just say if they're just blue. Let's say if they're just blue, okay? So Sholos Okchako ilapat letiha. Say again. Well, I'm holding two, so it wouldn't be this. There you go. These blue shoes are dirty. So you got to remember the difference between ilapat or if I said uh, sholos ilapat ukchako, these shoes are blue. But if I said sholos ukchako ilapat, now I'm entering the blue into the phrase. So these blue shoes are dirty. Letiha. Letiha. Is anybody's head hurting right now? A little bit. So let me do it one more before we close up. So anoti haching panakulachi. Ilapat nata. Sholosh, okay. Sholosh ilapat okchako cho okchamale. Okchako, chukma, chukma. Ilapat shapo. Ilapat shapo. Chukma. Shapo ilapat okchamale cho huma. Okchamale, chukma. Shapo ilapat okchamale micha losa. Chukma, umi. Shapo ilapat okchako micha losa. Okchako micha losa. Micha losa. Chukma. Shapo ilapat okchamale micha losa. Cho okchamale micha huma. Okchamale micha losa. Yeah. What you're saying is that is green black. Green black. But you want to say green and black. Micha losa. Okay. Omi. Omi. Ilapat shukcha. 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 Umi. Ilapat shukcha. Ilapat shukcha huma micha ukchamali. Umi. Shukcha ilapat tohbi cho ukchako. Tohbi. Chukma. Ilapat tohbi micha ukchamali cho tohbi micha losa. Tohbi micha ukchamali. Chukma. Ilapat nata shukcha. This also could be considered shukcha, pockets. So it means like a sack, bag, or it can also mean pockets. So ilapat shukcha. Omi. Shukcha. Shukcha. Not shukshi. Shukcha. Yeah, shukcha. Omi. Ilapat nata. Okay, yeah, we're gonna say yamat achugma. Ilapat nata. So just give me, you don't have to describe it, just give me what it is. Yamadishtishko. Yamadishtishko. Some people might say aishko. I think that'll be okay too, because that means to drink from. But I think in the dictionary for Oklahoma here, we might say ishtishko most of the time. But aishko can work too. Ilapat nata. Cho fuck. There you go. Cho fuck. Ilapat cho fuck. Adomo anoti haching panakulachi. Ilapat nata. You're switching it around. Cho cho fuck. What you were saying was you were saying chafuk. That's not right. Okay. Chofak. Chofak. Omi. Ilapat nata. Ilapat bashpo. Ilapat bashpo. Yukparisa. Quit laughing. Hey. Okay. Ilapat nata. Istimpa. Or cho. Istim pushi. Okay. Ilapat istim pushi. Cho istimpa. Okay. Ilapat nata. Yamat ish tolisuchi. Remember to say that yamat in there. Okay. Ilapat nata. Yamat athpishi. Yamat athpishi. So everyone say yamat athpishi. Athpishi. Chugma. Chugma. Ilapat nata. You're saying ash. It's ath. Ash. Pishi. Chugma. Work on that one. Well, me. I think I tortured you guys enough. I hope that helps. Okay. So that's it for this evening. I think Yamut and Elaput, I think it's starting to slowly sink in, but I think we need a little more practice. What do y'all think? A lot of more practice? Okay. So next week we'll probably work on that again. So just practice that. Just try to say something like if you point something out, just say Yamat Abanili, Yamat Aimpa, Yamat Huliso, Yamat Ishtishko. And you're saying that is a table, that is a chair, that is cup, that is a hat, that is pencil. And so just say that and then just ask yourself, Ilapat Nata, what is this? Ilapat Ishtishko Huma. This is a red cup. This is a red cup. And so, but then when you try to describe it, that's when the Ilapat goes in the middle. Ishtishko Ilapat Huma. Ishtishko Ilapat Holitoba. Ishtishko Ilapat Chaha Chomi. Ishtishko Ilapat Shilakio. That means it's not dry. And so try to think about that. So you're saying this cup is whatever. Remember, ilapat's in the middle. But if you're saying that is a cup, that is a table, then you say ilapat, whatever it is. Okay? Do you have any questions? Anybody confused about anything? Probably everything. Hey. But does this help a little bit? Chukma. A lot of it? Okay, cool. That's what I like to hear. So, cool. What do you mean? Like when you say cool? That's like, it's just like an expression. It's like you can't explain cool in a way because it's like, it's something happens and you're like, cool. Like sometimes if I'm writing, if I try to write holistochi, and then all of a sudden I'll go like that or whatever, and like these little lines or whatever, I'm like, cool. Like, it's like saying like, gah. It's like, not really oops. But it's like, if you mess up on something, it's kind of like, it's like, whoa, or it's kind of like, golly, something like that, because you can't really explain that in English either. What is golly or what is whoa? It's just an expression. And so in Choctaw, we have those too. We say cool, like let's say if I was writing with this, and all of a sudden I go cool, I just dropped it, But some people might say ashchibaho, and that's when they say like it's bothersome. And so you might hear people say that too, ashchibaho, or ayah. Ashchibaho, yeah. All right. Shibaho. Yeah, because that just means bothersome or whatever. And so, Omi, well, makalla. Next week, ma, hachipin salachgi. Ha? Anoti magachi. What are you trying to say? Ayachigi. Oh, okay. Achugmat hashayachigi. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all go well, basically. Yeah, it's like saying go well. Yeah, or good. Be good as you go. Yeah, be sure to go well. Or you can say Chugmat ishayachigi. Ishayachigi. Chugma. So that means like go well. Well, me, I will see you guys next week. Hachmi Salachigi.